Today, a little different approach. I'm showing you a house that my wife and I built to resell. Actually, we lived in it for a little while. It was going to be our permanent resident, but we just found it a little bit too small. So we built it in a way that it would resell easy if we wanted to, kind of knowing that it might be a little too small. And we couldn't make it any bigger because of the size of the lot. The real purpose of this video, though, is just to make the point to you of how to pay attention to the tax laws and opportunities in your area of how to be successful, how to make money. I've watched a lot of success videos online. I'm sure you guys do too, or you wouldn't be watching this video. But the one theme kind of comes through that successful people do things that non-successful people don't. One of the videos I watched discussed in detail about the, buying rental properties and how the depreciation tax works in the States and how they don't pay income tax even though they're making a lot of cash flow. Here in Baja Mexico, where I live, it doesn't work that way. And unfortunately, you can't see the ocean today because it's really foggy, but it's right there. Long and short is back to the way to make money here. In Baja, there's a thing called the termination de obra, which means you terminated the work. It's complete. And you can use that to your advantage to get a lot of tax-free income. Now, the first property I did where we built and reflipped it, we had 107 in it, sold it for 180. I had to pay about a $6,000 commission to a buyer's agent. And so we netted $70,000 basically. The $70,000, we didn't pay a penny of taxes on it because of the termination de obra and the way we structured the deal. So $70,000 tax-free. On this house, we're going to make $110,000 tax-free. And it's because we're using the exemptions of my wife and my son, who is now 18. And basically each of them gets to exempt around $220,000, and we sold this house for $270,000. Long and short is, if you were to do the rental thing here, for example, this house would probably generate maybe $1,800 a month. But by the time we pay the EVA tax, which is a sales tax of 16% and federal income taxes of 30%, you lose almost half of your money. You're making about $900 because you don't get depreciation expenses like the States, and you don't get to take, well, you can't afford interest here because it's over 11%, unlike the US where it's about 4%. So back to the main point, it's not about the money that I made on this or anything. It's about taking advantage of the tax laws in your particular country or state or wherever it is you live, and or the opportunities, because the opportunity part, the reason we're able to make so much money on this house is simply because there's such a shortage of housing right now here, what people want, which is single level living, which this house is. We have a bedroom and bathroom and kitchen, living room, all on this level. And in a price range they can afford, which is under $300, which we are. So long and short is knowing that, and then having the success on some other ventures, selling real estate and selling another house at a lot lower price, and then taking the profit and reinvesting it and things like that, you start building up the opportunity to be able to do something like this. That's the whole point, taking advantage of what the market is dictating, what opportunities are there, how the tax laws work, because there's always tax laws that work to your advantage if you know how to use them. The big people, like everybody complains Donald Trump don't pay taxes, or nobody knows what he pays because he won't reveal it. But I'm sure he doesn't, and he does it legally. Well, I'm guessing he does it all legally. Most of it, I'm sure, is legal. And the reason is he knows how to take advantage of the tax laws. So figure that stuff out and you'll become a lot more successful.